Hello, class 5. So, we have been studying force and energy chapter. Yes, chapter number 9. So, the last topic that we studied was frictional force. Today, we will see the advantage and disadvantage. But before it, let's revise whatever we studied in previous class. Yes, in previous class, we studied about electrostatic force. Yes, what is electrostatic force? The force that a charged body exert on another charged or uncharged body is known as electrostatic force. And you know that positive charge, there are two type of charge, positive charge and negative charge. Yes, there are two type of charges, positive charge and negative charge. Positive charge and negative charge always each other, always attract towards each other. And if the charges are same, means positive charge will repel each other, they will move away from each other. Negative charge, they will repel each other, they will move away from each other. And you know that they are, we have also seen gone through different examples like lightning is the example of electrostatic force. Or when you do iron silk, when you do iron on silk, when you do iron on silk cloth or cotton cloth, then they just cling to your body if you bring your hand near to them. Yes, does it happens? You might have seen balloon gets attracted to another balloon when one of them rubbed with hair. Yes, is it correct? When we run a piece of paper with the oil in our head with the help of comb, produce also electrostatic force. Yes, this is also the example of electrostatic force. So these are the example. And we also studied about the mechanical force. Mechanical force is applied by machine. Or if I talk about the definition, if I tell you the definition, then definition is a mechanical force come into play when a pull or push comes into physical contact with an object. Example: when you open the door, your hand pushes the door. Either you pull or push. That is actually mechanical force. Yes, and we also studied about the buoyancy force. Yes, buoyancy, buoyancy force is known as buoyant force. Yes, so an upward force applied by liquid, the force which is applied by liquid in the upward force which is applied by liquid, that causes an object to float, which is known as buoyancy force. And it depends upon different factor like density of object, density of fluid, and shape of the object. What is density? Density is the ratio of mass by volume. Yes, when the density increase, the object will sink. When the density decrease and the density decrease, object will float. Yes, so density should always be less than the water. Okay, and now as you can see on your screen, frictional force. So, what is frictional force? Friction is a force that opposes the motion of, between two surface. Okay, it always apply in the opposite direction. Friction force always apply on the opposite direction. On rough surface, friction force is more. On smooth surface, friction force is less. When the smooth friction force is less, you will not able to walk. You can easily slide. But when the friction force is more, you can easily walk on that. Okay, but riding a bicycle on the rough surface is not possible because the friction force is more. That's why you cannot ride. Okay, and it also help to bind with the earth. Suppose if friction is force is not available, then what will happen? I will never be able to write on the board. Yes, and will never be able to walk. So there are many advantages of the friction. Okay, and there are many disadvantages also. There are many disadvantages like if you are running on rough surface, because on the rough surface friction is more, then your shoes will wear out. Your shoes will wear out. Yes, so it also affect on the machine. So there are many advantages and disadvantages of friction. So first of all we will see the advantages. Okay, first of all we'll talk about the advantages, then we will talk about disadvantages. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, let's see the advantages of friction. So first advantage, walking. Yes, without friction we cannot walk. Yes, it bind it up, friction force apply on the back side when you move in forward side. When you move, when we start walking, when we step out, that time friction force work in backward side, because friction force always oppose the surface. Yes, so it will apply when you will walk. That time you are trying to move your leg forward. That time the friction force will work on opposite direction, so it will make you balance. It will make your balance on the earth. So without it you cannot walk. Stopping the car. Second, stopping the car is also the another example. When you apply brake, the car stops. Reason behind it is when you applying the brake, that time friction also work. Yes, it try to move the tire of the car in backside, because it always apply in backside. So the car stops. If the friction force is not available, your car will never stop and your accident will happen. Yes. Holding. Yes, right now I am holding the keyboard. Is it possible? Because of the friction force. Yes, if the friction force is not available, I cannot hold anything. You cannot hold. Yes. Writing. Yes, it's also help in writing. You can easily write in your notebook. I can easily write on the blackboard. The reason behind it is friction. Yes, the friction is not available, you cannot write. It's very difficult to write down. Yes, it's difficult to write down, because friction, when you write, that time it also work. Yes. Okay, lightning a matchstick. Lightning a matchstick is possible due to the friction. Yes, when you try to light the matchstick, when you move your hand downside, the friction force will apply on upside. That's why you can easily it helps to generate the heat. Yes, and as I already said that friction help to generate the heat. Yes, friction helps to generate the heat. Okay, and fixing nail on the wall. You can easily fix the nail on the wall. It is possible due to the friction. Yes, it is possible due to the friction. Okay, so friction, so we can say friction depend upon the both surface. It also depend upon the both surface. And friction also depend on the amount of contact force pushing the two surface together. Yes, also depend upon the amount of contact force when both force are in contact pushing the two surface together. Okay, I hope that you understood. Now let's see some disadvantage. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so let's see the disadvantages. I have written 6 disadvantages. So we discussed the advantages. Yes, few seconds ago we discussed the advantages, like it helps in walking. Without friction we cannot walk. Without friction the car cannot stop. The teacher cannot write on the blackboard with chalk without friction. We cannot fix the nail on the wall. Lightning a matchstick is possible due to friction. Holding everything is due to the friction. Friction is not available, you cannot hold anything. And first disadvantage, as you can see, soles wear out. Yes, the soles, the bottom part of the shoes, it wear out. Yes, it destroy, wear out, destroy. because of friction. Yes, if you run on rough surface, then your shoes will, the soles of your shoes will destroy. Okay, so soles wear out because of friction. And the stone steps wear out, the stone step also wear out. This is also the reason behind it is friction. Slow down speed. When you ride the bicycle, if you apply the brake, the car bicycle stop, this is the. But if you are running your bicycle in the soil, you cannot run it very fast. You can run fast on the road, but you cannot run fast on the rough surface. You cannot run fast you on the rough surface bicycle, but you can run easily on a smooth surface. So it slow down the speed. And tire wear out. Yes, because of friction, tires also wear out, and that's why tire destroys slowly. Okay, and the different type of structure you might have seen made on the tire. You have seen different shape of tire. Yes, you have seen different shape on the tire. These shape are made not for design purpose. They are made to reduce the friction. Yeah, these shape are made to decrease the friction. That's why these shape are made. So but when you ride too much bicycle, when you ride too much bicycle, or when you drive too much car, then the tire will come in contact with the surface, and the time friction force will apply. Maybe the friction force less or more, but whenever the friction force work, heat also generate. Whenever the friction force work, heat always generate. So due to heat, the tires wear out, soles wear out. Brake pad wearing out. Yes, brake pad also wearing out. The reason behind it is the same. Brake pad of the car, cycle, they wear out because of it. Okay, friction causes it. Friction also generate heat. Friction also generate heat. So because of it, the machine's part wear out. Machine, when the machine work, then when the two part come in contact, they generate heat. So it can destroy the machine part. Okay, it can generate the heat. I hope you understood the disadvantages and advantages. Now we will study about the energy. Let's move on the next point. Okay, let's talk about the energy. So energy is very important. Energy make things happen. Yes. So scientists define energy as the ability to do work. Yes. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. When if you do lot of work, you feel weakness. You need to eat food. So when you eat the food, you get the energy. You eat the food, you get the energy from the nutrients. Then you are able to work again. You can work again. It means you got the energy from the food. So energy is the ability to do work. Energy make things happen. Okay. The energy is also present. Sunlight. Yes, the sun give us two type of energy: heat energy and light energy. Okay, which is provided by the sun. So the energy in sunlight make plants grow, which help to grow the plants. Photosynthesis process. By photosynthesis process, plants make food. Yes, you already studied my in fourth class or photosynthesis. So the energy in sunlight make plants grow. The energy in food enable us to move and help us to keep warm. Yes, and the energy also help us to move and keep us warm. We get the energy from the food, and energy is also present in fuel. So the energy of the fuel power the engine, give the power to the engine. That's why petrol. That's why the car work. Yes, cars move because of energy which is present in the fuel. Yes. So which energy is present in the fuel? Chemical energy. So there are different type of energy. Yes, there are different forms of energy. So we are going to study in this chapter about the different type of energy, and we will also study about the machines, simple machine. Okay. So remember kids, what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Energy is the ability to do work, and energy make things happen. The energy we get from sunlight, light energy and heat energy. So the energy in sunlight make plants grow. The energy in food also present, which enable to move and help and keep them us warm. And the energy in the fuel power the engine. Now we will see the main form of engine. First of all, we see main form of energy. Okay, we will first check out the main form of energy, and we will also study about wind energy. Let's move on the next point. Okay, it's main types of energy. There are three main type of energy. Yes, there are three main type of energy. Yes, so as you can see in the picture, yes, so which are the three main type of energy? Yes, potential energy, kinetic energy, and chemical energy. Yes, there are three main types of energy. The three main type of energy are potential energy, kinetic energy, chemical energy. So what is potential energy? Potential energy is the energy due to its own position. Yes, due to its own position, like the water in dam is its own position, it is not moving, so the energy present in water will be potential energy. If like the fruit which is hanging at its position on the plant, then it will have potential energy. Okay, so the energy due to its own position is known as potential energy, and kinetic energy, the energy due to the motion. The energy due to the motion is known as kinetic energy. Yes, when the water fall from the dam, then it get the energy which is kinetic energy. That time it has kinetic energy. If the fruit fall from the tree, then due to its motion it will get kinetic energy. So what is potential energy? Energy due to its own position. And what is kinetic energy? Energy due to its motion. And chemical energy, it happens due to the chemicals. Chemical may be present in different chemical, like chemical energy is also present in petrol, diesel. There are many type of chemical which also contain chemical energy. Well, for your kind information, let me tell you, potential energy, kinetic energy, chemical energy, the definition are not given in your book. Okay, definition are not given in your book about potential energy, kinetic energy, chemical energy. Okay. Okay, now we will study about the wind energy. We will study about the wind energy. So, wind energy, wind energy is a renewable energy. Yes, it is a renewable energy. Renewable energy is that energy which cannot be destroyed forever, which is limitless. Okay, which can be made new. Again, we make, but non-renewable energy we cannot make it again. It can be destroyed. If it destroy, it will not renewed again. You cannot make it again. Well, we will study about renewable energy and non-renewable energy in detail. Okay, don't worry. So, with difference of, so wind energy is the that source that use the wind power. Yes, wind energy is generated by wind. The moving air is called wind. So air help to generate wind energy. It means air contains wind energy, which is generated by windmills. Yes, windmill. The picture of windmill you can see. Yes, the primary means to obtain it are the turbine windmill. So the turbine are installed in the windmill, which rotate and generate the wind energy by the use of wind power. I hope you understood. Now let's see the forms of energy. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids. So let's talk about the forms of energy. There are different forms of energy. Yes, there are many type of energy. So can you see the picture of tree? Can you see the picture of tree? Yes. Can you see the fruit of the tree? Can you see the fruit? So fruit is hanging. Fruit is hanging. When the fruit is hanging, it will have potential energy. Yes, when the fruit is hanging, it will have potential energy, because potential energy is the energy due to its own position. But when it will fall, due to the gravitational force or due to the wind or any reason, when it will ripe, then it will have kinetic energy. Because of kinetic energy, it's falling. So the energy due to the motion is called kinetic energy. You can see the burning of wood. Can you see the burning fire? Can you see the fire? So fire have thermal energy. Fire have thermal energy, or you can say heat energy. And the chemical is present in the flask, which is on above the fire, which in the chemical have chemical energy. Because of heat of fire, it is chemical energy is generating. You can see the picture of bulb. Can you see the picture of bulb and battery? Can you see the picture of bulb and battery? So when you connect battery with bulb, then bulb will give light. So this is light energy. Bulb is providing light energy, and battery is providing electric current. So we can say battery has electrical energy, or you can say battery has electric energy. And inside the battery are chemical. So chemical are generating chemical energy, and chemical energy is converting into electric energy, and electric energy is going into the bulb, and bulb is providing light energy. You can see the nuclear energy. Yes, nuclear energy is generated in nuclear power plant. Okay, nuclear fusion. It also happen in star also contained in the sun. Also nuclear energy is present. Because of nuclear energy, sun gives light. Yes, the process which occur in the sun, which is fusion, which gives light. Magnet has magnetic energy. Magnet provide magnetic energy. Okay, it generates the field, magnetic field. Okay, and we already studied about wind energy. Yes, now we'll talk about the renewable and non-renewable energy. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so now let's study about the renewable and non-renewable energy. So what is renewable energy? As you can see on your screen, so energy that cannot run out. There is an infinite source. That energy is known as renewable energy. Yes, so renewable energy is that energy which cannot be finished. Yes, it cannot be finished. It is available in limitless quantity. Yes, it is available unlimited. That energy is known as renewable energy. Example: wind energy, tidal energy, solar energy. Okay, they are available. Even the energy of the water, because plenty of water is present on the earth. So the energy of the water is known as hydro energy. The energy of the water is known as the hydro energy, which is also a renewable energy. Yes, it can be renewed again. Yes, you can make it again. It cannot run out. It is these sources. So there are many sources of renewable energy. These sources are known as renewable sources. Okay, these sources are known as renewable sources. So we will also study about the different renewable sources and non-renewable sources. Okay. Now let's see the next non-renewable energy. What is non-renewable energy? Energy that can run out. Yes, energy that can run out. Yes, and there is a finite source. Means they are available in limit. Yes, if they will finished, you cannot again regenerate them. They are available in limit, like coal energy, the energy that we get from coal is available in limited quantity. So coal is a non renewable source. Coal is a non renewable source, yes. Okay. And oil is available in limited quantity. Gas, nuclear, they all are non renewable source. If they will run out once, you cannot regenerate them again. Yes, they will finished completely. So if an energy source is non renewable, money invested in it may eventually go to waste. Yes, because it will, it is available in limited quantity. One day it will finish. If a new example, if a nuclear power plant is built and uranium run out, suppose if someone is building nuclear power plant is that plant where nuclear energy, electrical energy is generated. Okay. Mm, and if the uranium runs out, uranium is the source of nuclear power plant. There are many sources of nuclear power plant, but they are available in limited quantity. Uranium, thorium, plutonium, neptunium, these are the sources of nuclear power plant which generate the nuclear energy, but they are available in limited um, quantity. So if an energy source is non renewable, then money invested, it may eventually go to waste. Yes, it may go to waste, because if a nuclear power plant is built and uranium runs out, then what do you do with the remaining building? Yes, you will have to convert into hotel, or you will have to convert into house. That is the only option you will remain. Yes. So I hope you understood about renewable energy and non-renewable energy. What is renewable energy? Energy that cannot run out, and non-renewable energy, energy that can run out. Okay. So I hope you understood. Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the next point. Okay, kids, it's time to ask some question from you. Okay, so as you can see, today there are 4 questions for you. Tomorrow we'll study the difference between renewable and non-renewable source. If you understood renewable and non-renewable energy, then you will not have any problem in sources also. So question number 1, write the different forms of energy. So there are many forms of energy. Wind energy, well, main forms of energy, there are 3 main forms of energy: potential energy, kinetic energy, and chemical energy. Yes, chemical energy is due to the chemical. Potential energy, the energy due to the position of an object, that object. And kinetic energy is the energy due to its own motion. And there are another energies are like thermal energy. The energy is also present in the sun. Yes, sun provides us heat energy and light energy. The radiation of the sun contains these energy. And nuclear energy is also present, yes, in the sun. Yes, and because in the sun fusion process occur, which help to generate the energy. And another energy is electrical energy. Electricity provide electrical energy, or you can say electric energy, magnetic energy. So geothermal energy, there is one more energy, geothermal energy, that we get from the ground. Yes. Okay, so there are many forms of energy. Now next question, question number 2, define energy. So what is energy? Yes, what is energy? So energy is the ability to do work. Okay, energy make the things happen, and for example, the energy in the sunlight make plants grow, and the energy in food enable us to move and help us to keep warm, and the energy in fuel powers the engine. Yes. Question number 4. Write any two differences between renewable and non-renewable energy. Write any two differences between renewable and non-renewable energy. Renewable energy, uh, the energy that cannot run out, the energy that cannot run out, there is an infinite source. And if you talk about non-renewable energy, energy that can run out, and there is a finite source. So we can say the sources of non-renewable energy are finite, and the sources of renewable energy are infinite. Renewable energy can not run out, and non-renewable energy can run out. Okay. And I forgot to write one more question. Actually, I should write a question that advantages and disadvantages of friction. Write the advantages and disadvantages of friction. It is the most important. So, advantages, if we talk about the advantages, friction help us to walk, it is help to stop the car, we can hold any object because of friction, lighting a matchstick is possible due to the friction, a teacher can write with a chalk on the board because of friction, fixing a nail on wall is possible due to friction. And what are the disadvantages? Due to friction, soles wear out and the tires wear out. Friction, because friction generate heat, and the stone steps wear out. It slow down the speed. Friction causes heat. Brake pad wear out. These all are the disadvantages of the friction. Okay, now we will meet in the next class. Till then, bye bye.